and tonight we bring you a story that should shake every conscience in this country. A story of desperation, injustice and silence. A young woman, Soumya Shri, set herself on fire outside the Odisha assembly gates. She chose flames over a life of humiliation, over a system that refused to hear her cry for justice. Today she was cremated. The UGC has set up a probe. Politicians did blame game and carried out candlelight marches. But away from optics, we ask on the show tonight, what pushes someone to this extreme? Soumya was not asking for luxury, not demanding the moon. She wanted dignity. She wanted her complaint to be heard. She wanted action. Instead, what did she get? Doors perhaps slammed. Authorities deaf to her plea. And then this horrific spectacle, a woman turning her body into a torch of protest in the heart of our democracy. Let's tell her story.
This is 24-year-old Soumya Bisi's last journey to her home. A pall of gloom has enveloped the village. Odisha's education system has failed this young mind who had dreamt of becoming a teacher. The political storm continues in Odisha while the family still awaits justice, the principal and the HOD behind bars. But the crime branch of the Odisha police continues its investigation to understand whether this is a standalone complaint, whether there were such instances also reported earlier. The second-year FM College Balasore student poured petrol and self-immolated outside the principal's office on Saturday. Her college failed to take cognizance of the serious complaint against her head of the department, who had been reportedly demanding sexual favors and threatening with academical consequences if not complied with. The professor and the principal of the college have been arrested. This inconsolable mother saw her daughter fighting for justice with over 90% burn injuries. That fight continues even as the Mohan Majhi government faces a political firestorm. Taking to X, Congress MP Rahul Gandhi called it an organized murder. Former CM Naveen Patnaik also took on the BJP-led Odisha government.
ओडिशा की एक बेटी ने जिस किस्म की बलिदान दी है, इसमें जो भी इन्वॉल्व है सरकार उनके ऊपर कठोर कार्यानुष्ठान करेगी। अब
हमारा दावी है उसके परिवार को 2 करोड़ मुआवजा उसे दिया जाए, उसके परिवार को जुडिशियरी इंक्वायरी हो। और हमारा दावी है, हमारा वी डिमांड ओडिशा के चीफ मिनिस्टर मोहन मांझी, हायर एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर शुड रिजाइन फ्रॉम देयर सीट.
With multiple investigations ongoing under the Odisha Police Crime Branch as well as the Odisha government formed panel, now even the UGC, the central body that oversees the functioning of colleges and universities across the country, has set up a fact-finding committee. As belated action continues to flow in from various quarters, the deceased student continues to fight for justice even in death. With GD Shankar, Sreyashi De for NDTV.
And we have an all-women panel on the show tonight, and I'm going to begin with Dr. Ranjana Kumari. Dr. Ranjana Kumari, she did not deserve to die. She just wanted to be heard. And only because she was being wrongly treated, she was being harassed mentally, physically. That's the reason why she took an extreme step.
Maria, this is not just a case of young woman committing suicide. It is brutal indictment of how our institutions protect predators and abandoned survivors.
Yes.
You know, nobody wanted to hear her. She filed a complaint and then there was no response. I do not know if the college had internal complaints committee. Even if they had, they did not respond to her. And it is actually, I would say, institution responsible for murdering this young girl. This is not just a suicide, and it should be really responded to. We don't need condolences. We don't need all kinds of these political people coming on the street and start shouting and fighting. How many of us are really, all the institutions, especially, this is not one university or one college. This is happening across. And UGC is supposed to be responsible for POSH training. They are supposed to be responsible for ensuring that every institution has ICC, and not just having. This is not enough to have ICC, but to also ensure that ICCs are functioning and responding. They literally have pushed her to suicide, a 20-year-old girl. Now, another thing that I want to emphasize here is that after all this is happening in colleges, how many inquiries have been done or audit has been done of college and universities that what is happening to the girl students? Are they really being heard? Are they getting justice? This is really pushing
it's a
her,
reflection.
Denying her justice and pushing her to death.
Yes.
Yes, this is what the college has done. And
a father here is right when he actually expressed his resolve in saying that there is much more than what meets the eye. That he doesn't want an ex gratia. Can the government and the system bring back his daughter? It's your government in the state, Radhika Khera. It cannot stop at just investigation, as the UGC has begun, the probe panel. It's about these men who actually, perhaps had that kind of control over the system that her complaints completely went unheard.
Let me begin by stating this with utmost responsibility and resolve that the incident in Balasore has deeply pained us, and our government has acted with urgency and clarity within hours of the report. The accused HOD was arrested. The principal who failed to act on prior complaints was not just suspended but arrested too. And this is what accountability when the government does not hide behind the process but acts for justice looks like. And this debate is not just about law and order, it is also about a moral failure. And like Ranjana ji said, when we talk about the ICC, whether that is in place, that is a very important thing. And that should be ensured everywhere, not just for students in schools and colleges, but also at workplace, for women everywhere. Because, and women are not heard. I have gone through the same thing, so I know exactly what, obviously I don't know as much as she felt, because what we saw, it's really shaken me to the core. But this is a fact that women are not heard. And we have to ensure that this is what needs to change. And as a politician, any political party has to stop playing cheap politics on this issue. We have to come out together and find a solution to ensure that our daughters, our women are safe when they go to school, when they go to college, even when they're at home or even at a workplace. You cannot, my parents or any girl's parents cannot be afraid all the time before sending their children out, the girls to go out even for a movie or go out to work. And when we send them to college, when we send them to work, we feel that they are at the safest place. And to ensure that they are heard, there has to be something.
Here is a woman who has been denied justice.
Absolutely.
The fact is that the government failed her.
No,
entire system has failed her. Let's be clear, Radhika here.
Marya ji, please. Our government has taken swift action.
But it is only after the failure.
Radhika, no.
Ma'am, the government, as soon as this came to our knowledge and something, we
What
know.
are they doing to
all the swift action will not bring back her life. What was the government and the entire system, education system doing?
I absolutely agree. The life cannot be bought back, and this is something, like I said, it's a collective responsibility that needs to be taken care of. But only blaming, ma'am, let me complete. This is a very sensitive topic. Let me complete. You cannot.
You can't bring in collective
responsibility. You cannot talk to me like that. If you have called me to talk
about collective responsibility,
if you have called me,
let's bring in Sujata Paul. No, ma'am.
This
No,
is not
Radhika,
going to
no.
lead the debate if you're not going to let me speak.
You have
Maya ji.
spoken
This is
enough.
incorrect. This is incorrect.
Sujata Paul.
No, I have not.
Sujata
completed.
Paul on
You
the
have
screen
again
now.
and again interrupted. This is not the way.
You have spoken.
This is not the way that you're
You
going
have
to tackle
spoken.
something.
You have spoken. Yes, Sujata Paul.
The fact of the matter is that this is such an incident that it has shaken us all. And when you talk about the IC, it is hardly there in most of the states. And who is responsible for governing the party which is in power? But when it is a party which is in power, if you're not going to ensure that the systems in place, and especially under the Vishaka guidelines, if you have to listen to the girl most importantly, and you are not doing it, why? It is because you have no fear of the law. You know that nothing can happen to you. That is the reason why girls are being treated the way they are across the country today. If you look at what has happened in this matter, I am surprised that the government is not supposed to be held responsible, because this particular girl had reached out to multiple authorities. She had reached out to the Union Education Minister, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, to the Chief Minister, and there was a police complaint also which had been filed by her. So in this case, it is clearly an organized murder by the system of the BJP. And if you look at what has happened in my home state, Uttarakhand, you've heard of Ankita Bhandari and the manner in which the accused have tried to be protected by making sure that the case is weakened. If you remember Chinmayanand, where an educated girl, a lawyer, who accused Chinmayanand, and later she took back her case. If you remember Kuldeep Singh Sengar, what he did with an entire family. If you remember what happened to the girls, to the women of Manipur.
Yes,
and not
Sujata Paul, all that is fine. My limited point here is,
Maria ji,
you can
this is not
expand it.
correct.
No,
You did
ma'am,
not
there are others
interrupt
also.
her.
They have to
Let
be
her
heard
take a
before I
political
command you.
angle.
Radhika, you don't have to scream. Please calm down.
Sorry, you don't need to take. We don't need moral gyan from people who do not have an ICC in their own
Lekha.
Congress office. Women who are continuously harassed and beaten up in the Congress office are coming and giving us gyan of national television today. This is your way of
Lekha,
handling
please, on the
women.
screen.
There is a girl who
Lekha,
died.
you know the point here is, this is not about the BJP or the Congress here. Of course, they have political axe to grind between them, and you are also the party in opposition right now in Odisha. Let's talk about the girl and justice for this girl, and not be driven the manner in which the BJP and the Congress are trying to hijack it.
See, I will not go into how crimes against women has increased within the last 1 year ever since BJP has come to power in the state. I will not go into that. I will straight away come to the case of this girl who is a second year B.Ed student. She was being harassed by her HOD. She complained to the college principal, who was not heard. The matter was not addressed. She approached the Balasore BJP MP Pratap Sadangi, who was once a union minister with Modi ji. She approached the local MLA, who is a BJP MLA. And since she was an ABVP girl, probably she thought she will get justice within the BJP RSS cadre. Approached all the top leaders, including
Okay, let's bring in Radhika Khera now. Radhika, the concern is, that you know, she was driven to do this because all her efforts for justice. Ma'am, please calm down. Lekha ji, शांत हो जाइए जरा. ये भाजपा, कांग्रेस और बीजेडी की बात नहीं है. एक बच्ची की मौत हुई है क्योंकि किसी ने उसकी आवाज नहीं सुनी है. तो प्लीज आप लोग थोड़ा शांत होकर के बात करिए. Let's extend that basic mercy and respect to this girl. Okay,
Maria,
Radhika, one moment,
Maria,
please.
Maria, she was abandoned by every institution that should have protected her.
And who are involved in
Okay, let's have Ranjana Kumari. I'm sorry. I'm really disappointed with the politicians because they're trying to make it about their respective political parties and not really highlighting the issue at hand here.
Let me.
Okay,
Maria,
Ranjana Kumari, go ahead.
Maria, this student did not just died. They chose silence over her death, injustice. And she was abandoned by every institution, whether it was MLA who was supposed to protect the constituents, anybody she approached, that should have protected her. They did not. They did not open her mouth. They did not protect her. Because, somewhere down, when you really deeply think about that, and I think Ms. Khera should also think that how men treat women when it is coming to her, coming up this issue and trying to tell that this is what is happening, and let me tell you, this is not on the street. This is not, there is a relationship between a student and a professor, of responsibility, of academic excellence that they try to inculcate in values in the student. And look at this professor harassing her within the institution, inside the academic institution, and nobody responded to her. So please don't try to make it political. If you will make it political, we all are victim of these kind of issues in our student life, post-student life, in politics, in political parties. Even today I heard story of political party women, how she has been bullied and harassed for just succumbing to some kind of a politician who's trying to follow
Radhika
her everywhere.
Khera, the question
so
here is, she reached
Yeah.
out to one and all. And just about everyone failed her.
This is what I exactly said in the beginning, that we have to change that entire system. We have to ensure our girls are safe. We have to ensure that they are heard. I could have also listed out an N number of political opportunities taken by Rahul Gandhi when he claimed silence when a medical student is raped in West Bengal. This is not fair, Maria ji. Every time when the Congress spokesperson was listing out rape after rape and trying to politicize the entire issue, you did not stop her. But if I can't take Rahul Gandhi's name and say that he is being a political opportunist by keeping silence when a medical student is raped in West Bengal, because their lives are over there. When a student is raped in IIM, when a student is raped in Kolkata again and again in a law college. See, this is not correct. I did not speak over anyone. If you don't want me to speak, don't call us. This is not correct. I did not speak over anyone, Maria ji. If I speak over everyone,
Only Radhika on the screen. Only Radhika on the screen. Please calm down, Radhika. Please calm down.
Is this the way justice is going to be
You can make your point without...
No, I cannot be calm, Maria, because I have gone through a similar situation.
Please go ahead, Radhika.
And I was not hurt, so I know how that girl must have felt. Even if I know 10%, none of the other women do. And I was not hurt, and there was no ICC in the Congress, and there still remains no ICC. So yes, I understand 10% of at least what that woman went through. And I will not remain calm when people try to politicize the issue. It is not acceptable. You cannot keep quiet when the same thing happens in West Bengal for a law student, for a medical student, for an IIM student, and then raise questions on Twitter. You cannot keep just going to Uttar Pradesh or a BJP ruled state and keep calm and keep quiet when the same Ashok Gehlot government keeps quiet when there are a number of rapes in there. When Priyanka Gandhi goes to visit Chhattisgarh, a rape which happened right under the ASP office was put under the carpet because there was a 2-day Priyanka Gandhi visit and वहाँ पे कई किलोमीटर तक फूल बिछाए जा रहे थे. This needs to change. The governments, everybody needs to be sensitive, and we have to ensure that a workplace, a college, or even going out, even the house is safe for women. Along with the government, we have to work for everything, and we have to ensure that there is justice. Our main priority right now is to ensure that there is justice for this girl, and not through hashtags, not through performative politics, but through a fast-track action, accountability, and system correction. And we will also call out the hypocrisy of those who are going to weaponize women's pain in a situation that only suits their narrative. We have to ensure that our women are safe. जब आधी आबादी उनके हक की बात करते हैं, you cannot just keep having a selective outrage. Have an outrage in Rajasthan at the time when Ashok Gehlot was in power. Have an outrage when West Bengal. Have an outrage in all your ruled states as well. You cannot have selective outrage. And yes, we have to ensure, if the system has failed, we have to ensure that this does not happen again. You have to
I'll give the last word to Dr. Ranjana Kumari. That is the only way I can end this discussion, Dr. Ranjana Kumari.
Not here. I think all the political representatives are responsible women for their parties, and if they talk like this on death of a 20-year-old,
yes, and very, very
when
unfortunate.
we are discussing this, if they talk like this, then they are harming the cause. They don't want to get justice to women. I think if women fail women, like these women sitting in your studio, then I feel shame very ashamed that this is the kind of leadership we are producing now. You know, there have been political party women with us all along, and they have always stood by women and not bring political slugfest to discuss issue. Now let me come to the real point. I think Odisha CM and Education Minister must make this a fast track case. Immediate inquiry, immediate, where is the, and also not only to prevent future deaths like this, they must get into a proper investigation of every university, every college, that what kind of a system they have in place to respond. And there is, you see, this law limits 30 days. Within 30 days, you have to do fact finding and do the recommendation. So did they start the committee meeting or not? Did they take up the case? They did not. That's why she ran to so many people. So I think the fact finding team should be sent to all colleges and also the mandatory post recertification by the the UGC that is there should be really ensured by every appointee, everybody who is working in these universities and colleges. This is not that these professors don't know there is something like this exists, but what is happening is there is no action, there is no response. Nobody worth a responsible position spoke about it, and that is the reason why she was pushed, and I would call it still a murder.
Absolutely, this is murder. It's a system which actually protected predators rather than protecting her. The system turned against her. That is the fact.
Yes.
And that's the note on which I want to end this show. It's not about politics. It's about justice, and we certainly hope she gets justice here.